Good morning, welcome to the next podcast of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. Hope you've had a good week. I've an interesting one here, I have to say. Anyway, I just want to go back on to last week's podcast. There was a bit of misinformation here, unfortunately, on my behalf, about the SS Orontes. First of all, she was built in 1929 and scrapped in 1962. But she wasn't torpedoed in the Second World War. She actually carried troops to the Far East, ready for the invasion of Japan. So sorry about that bit of information. And of course, they also didn't go across the Atlantic to Australia. They would get down by Bay of Biscay and down around the Mediterranean or whatever to Colombo and then on to Australia. So a bit of misinformation there from me. Do apologise, but if I put that right. Of course, there was a couple of other bits. I did show the 1932 Orontes there that took over the Bodyline series, and also the 1948 team in the with that double display of ships. Because I've got a couple of other ones here with this lovely one here from 1948 Test team coming back home from Australia. Nice one there. A bit more information on that in a second. There's another one here from 1948. It's this lovely one here. Unfortunately, Bradman's slightly faded there, but nice image there of the Sydney Bridge with the Orontes going underneath it. It's one of my particular favourites, I have to say. So anyway, going on to bits and pieces that have arrived this week. First of all, we've got three lovely postcards here. Got more of the Master. And there's the Master there. It's just looks like 1932, this one. Nice postcard there. It says, I want you to know I am with the Test team in Australia describing the tour for the Ashes. And signed with Jack Hobbs there. Facsimile signature, this one, but nice all nonetheless. And his MCC cap as usual. Nice one there of Manly Oval. I have got one of those, but it's slightly different. But nice one there of Manly Oval in Australia. And then we've got this nice one here of the 1924, or photograph of the 1924 bat, signed by the 1924-25 MCC team. But this is actually was in a raffle. That bat there was in a raffle and you could win it. And this was one of your entry numbers. This postcard was 4417. And on the back there it's VJASC, Souvenir Cricket or bat autograph by the English cricket team. Meant over the season 1924-25, 6D each. In addition to this souvenir, each photograph sold will have a chance of securing the original bat, which will be absolutely given away. Number, missing friends, column, morning papers on Monday, February 16th, 1925. So that was actually your ticket to the big raffle that we could win that bat. So quite a nice little thing there. Another lovely thing that's turned up this week was this nice Treen box. Very pleased to get hold of this one, I have to say. Got a photo or transfer print of second Australian cricket expedition to Australia, led by George Parr there, and it's got Bridge Road Sports Club on there. Now I've tried to find Bridge Road Sports Club, and believe it or not, the only one I can find is at the moment is the one in Tooting, which is just up the road. So it might be from Tooting, but I don't think it's 1863, this one. I would imagine it's probably 1920s, 30s, something like that. And it's a card box inside there. Get a couple of decks of cards in there. So I'm very pleased to get hold of that this week. I have to say, it's turned out quite nicely, that one. So that's good. And the other things that turned up this week, Ali Hassan sent me these two lovely volumes of Neumann Niaz's collection, Collector's Eye, Volume 1. Thick old book there. So it's a fantastic collection, I've got to say. See Viv Richards and Ian Chappell going around his collection there. And these ones are actually printed in Pakistan, these ones. One down there. I know Mike Down was peddling a few of these, but thanks to Ali, he sent me the two volumes over. So extremely impressive productions. This is the volume 2, which is even bigger. So very pleased to get hold of those, and thanks very much to Ali. I hope your kids are watching as well. I hope they're all well, and your wife. So anyway, going back to this Collector's Eye, he obviously sold off some of his ship collection. signed ships collections, because they're actually in my collection now. So I'm very pleased to get hold of some. It's one I've just shown you, which is the 1948 Aussies. That's a nice one there. That's was in his collection. And the one I showed last week as well, which is the lovely official one from the 1938 Orontes again. Lovely official one there. Very pleased to get hold of that one, I've got to say. And then along the same lines with the same frame is this nice lovely 1938 with Stirling Castle, I think this one. Athlone Castle, there we are. 1938-39 Timers Test Series. MCC team going out to South Africa. So very pleased to get hold of that one a few years ago, I've got to say. So yeah, all the same sort of frames on those ones. Very pleased to get hold of those. And another one that came along was the 1930 Orontes, RMS Orontes, 1930 photograph that took the 1930 Australian team back to Australia, come over on the Strathaired. So that's another nice fully signed one there. Another one here is the Malaysia, 1924. Brought the team back except for Chapman and Ryan. So a nice one there from 1924 of the Malaysia. Quite a small ship, that one, actually, compared to the other ones. So quite pleased to get hold of those. And then another lovely postcard, which I'll put in my folder, which is lovely 1926 postcard of the Otranto. Carried the team from Australia via Colombo and on to Naples, and they went overland to England. So I'm very pleased to get hold of those. So I think that was, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 of those boat pictures that are in the Collector's Eye by Neumann Niaz are actually now in my collection. So I'm quite pleased to get hold of those. So anyway, I hope you've had a good week, and I'll see you on the next one. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Cheers, bye.